Okay, welcome back. We're gonna go and get our hotel for the night, and then cutscene city.
Come, Mr. Ferryman, take me to the cutscenes. First we gotta go find an inn.
That's pretty good. I hate that. You can see the king's face from here, huh? I came here to
Show me what you've got.
That's basically
That's
the
all
game.
he is.
That's the game. I realized 'twas slowly moving, but its coming to Browhaven was beyond my expectations. Wonder why it came. To watch.
That would be very unsettling, being just a citizen watching this thing move from major city to major city.
There's a guy jacking it down that
alleyway.
Stop him. Oh, he's done.
Jacking.
Jacking for the king. Do suspect it keeps watchful eye over the top cat. Wow. It's evident we're being observed, as we've seen from this Coronation Rock. Maybe it's actually for the better. Seeing that thing in the sky might make everyone really think about the kingdom's future.
Okay,
Anyway, we'd better get finding an inn we can stay at. Hey, look, there's that guy.
It just reminds me that we need 4 giants to use an ocarina for to stop him.
This fucking weirdo.
Good lord.
He looks like the penguin.
Yeah.
He's the same race as Alonzo.
He looks like he's trying to be like super anime cute, but it's just not working.
No, that's just a thing for that race.
I know.
They all have those crazy giant eyes.
Yeah. Alonzo, the singer lady.
Juna.
Yeah.
Hey, I beat you in a debate.
Hey.
Hi, I also just show up and tell people how they suck. How are you doing? This guy, I think, is the one who gives us the book, but it's not today.
Oh.
Hey, look, I beat you in a debate, too.
Huh. Everybody's
I beat
ass
you
is
in a
getting
debate.
beat.
What do you gotta say? You're the one who gave me that speech. Oh, to actually remember that.
Neat.
Guess we both were able to make it safely here to Browhaven. Were you planning on staying at the inn? Unfortunately, there's not any beds left.
Oh.
Because the exhibition everywhere is full up. After I told myself I was going to make sure to stay somewhere nice this time, too. That's so. If this place is no good, we'll have to look somewhere else. Wait, that gauntlet run of yours, the one you had parked in the middle of Martira. It had a more powerful chassis than mine. Tell me, what sort of technology does it use?
Who are you again?
I don't know.
You have to ask our
What a
pilot.
shame. You got inside without even knowing how it worked. Your group must have quite the talented engineer. You know, right? I'm a competitor too, and I'm very proud of my gauntlet runner. That means if you're stubborn and refuse to tell me, I can make you do it by force. Yeah, I think she's just in it to be like, oh my god, technology.
Yeah. This shit's so cool.
Have you met Milo?
No.
You there, you have a look about you like one of my supporters, are you? Who are you again? You truly haven't heard of me. Oh, I'm shocked. And yet, how lucky you are to be granted the privilege of my exquisite form for the first time.
Yeah.
Beauty is all, but is my creed. And more than anything, a king should be beautiful, should he not? Whichever inn I choose for my beauty rest must be worthy of my resplendent grace. Yes, like the golden coral pavilion. Alas, I doubt you've been blessed with the wealth to enjoy a room at such a lavish place as this. This guy's a jerk. I wouldn't want to stay at the inn with full of people like him anyway.
Checks my half-mil privilege.
Yeah, sitting on 200,000. That's a pretty good nest egg. I think we got to talk to all these guys anyway. Look who's here. You're that elder fella from Martira, ain't you? Guess we both got ourselves marks for exhibition. Were you hoping to stay at this inn? Sorry to disappoint you if so, because we just got tossed out on my ear by the innkeeper. Said it's already full, and the one calling itself Come One, Come All In. Pfft, some joke, huh? That's going to be an issue.
Right.
I mean, we might as well just stay on the gauntlet runner at this point.
Yep. Is there any other place to stay? There's 2 other inns, but I'm hardly thrilled with either option. The other side of the fountain is a golden coral pavilion where knobby wankers like Forden stay. A Parapus or an Elda stand there? Fat bloody chance. And there's an inn past the Golden Coral, but once twice as pricey. Rumors say that's where you'll find Luis, naturally. Probably bought out the whole place for his rabble-rousing crew.
Yes, but
Think so? Guess we better avoid that one. Not like we could afford it to begin with. As far as options go, the Spider's Den over by the tavern. There's a dodgy-looking UG standing out front, smiling all creepy-like. Puts me right off staying there, so I'll pass. Besides, who needs an inn when there's a tavern? From this day on, I claim it as my castle.
Okay.
That would get much sleep in a tavern. I sure wouldn't either. Not that the Spider's Den sounds much better. Then again, there's no way we're getting into the Golden Coral, so we might have no choice. Should we go check it out? I like that Loveless doesn't hate us. Loveless is just like, yo, man, I'm in for this party. And, like, we just happen to be someone against him.
Yeah.
My favorite is your adversaries who aren't adversaries. They're just people who are just hanging out doing their thing. And they're like, yeah, I guess we're rivals.
Yeah.
Sure. I decided to take a drink. On the hunt for lodging, are we? Well, you have a spare room available. Won't refuse service to anyone, and my rooms are affordable for all. Criminals, persecuted tribes. Oh no, I wouldn't dream of turning business away. Feel free to have a look at the accommodations. We can discuss payment afterwards.
kind of freaky.
This place seems really shady, but we might as well look at the room.
Okay.
It's not great.
Well, should have figured they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town.
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
Smells like shit, but somehow the bed is more
It was
comfortable.
like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Hence the hut.
That's why you lived in that hut.
More
What?
importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Louise.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she will join us?
We have to trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part. I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the dais. After all, the bounty still says I'm a kidnapper.
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Right. We've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head on.
Too early yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears. And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh? Could be my last, after all.
That's
Oh,
fair.
haha, very funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
What are we without beauty? What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
I would love it if Katharina just walked up to him and said, I will kick your ass.
Yay!
How pretty will you be after getting hit in the face?
Is power. Lack one, you should lack the other. When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
You don't get to join me.
Well, he has a point about
You're
what
not
people
beauty
tend to follow.
enough.
Just standing up on stage. Ugh.
Really doesn't bother you. It isn't right.
You'd rather
Who let the
prefer
dogs
king who was
out?
always right, then?
Freya walked in the room.
A beautiful face cannot win wars. Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing. When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Rousant tribe at its head. Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command. Hear, hear, for Rousant pride.
You're not a Rousant.
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
That guy was a regular ass dude.
He sure was.
All the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men. We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open. Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be a head lighter. We'll split their fortunes and toast to our health.
Preach it, Katharina! You're just what this land needs!
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne, then?
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Ford.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
Hang on. I don't. Not to be weird. I'm gonna point at it on the main screen. Look at it on the TV.
Yeah.
It looks pixelated.
It does. His pants.
That man.
The checkered pants.
That man's got pixelated balls. Continue.
I confess, I know not how to feel. 'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
Hey, look at that Elda kid. Get him.
Oh. Time to run.
Shit. It's time for the weekly lynch mob.
Gab, gab, gab.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Even the children, especially the children.
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master. Always about that goddamn...
He's got barbed wire around his neck.
I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
He's so edgy.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Hell yeah.
Me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
I haven't even drank yet.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain?
Hell yeah. Fishing minigame time.
You're not big on like fishing, but would you do something like this at a restaurant?
Yeah. I'd give it a shot. Doesn't get any fresher.
Yeah. Some kind of weird creature.
Is that really edible? It doesn't look quite, natural.
By all means, let us try it.
Shut up! I'm shoving my face with it.
Get it?
Shut up. Face into the plate.
Why?
She really loves the
Delicious.
squishy innards of every animal.
Simply
Yeah.
floods the mouth.
She also doesn't like
What splendid
seasoning,
crunch
so
it has.
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
At least we'll die together. That's great.
Well, I was the one who suggested fishing. Right. The noble thing to do is see it through. Ugh. It's rather slimy for my liking.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
'Tis fine enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
it's funny because usually she like
Excuse me,
the
friends, don't mean to interrupt
the
your
girl
meal.
of the party
I'm
should
back.
be the prissy
Church
one.
crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me. Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martira.
Remember that conversation we just had?
Yeah.
Off camera, we were talking about how Batlin is our World Martial Arts Tournament announcer, who's just like, yeah, I'm going against the church. Don't you work for the church? I'm in. I've never been more in than ever. And this is literally what's going on here. Oh, let's see.
You guys are the most interesting people I've ever seen.
With a problem like that, I had to do something.
Well, the rest of the candidates had to find themselves ahead for the lineup. Rather struck me when you all broke away from the pack so soon. So, do you have a head ready?
Well, let's see.
We're
Got
eating
our
with
heads
him.
right here, I suppose.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking
That's
forward
fair.
to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you, alright?
That crier's an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
Batlin.
He said his name.
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
How do you guys know this? Like, it could just be on my Gauntlet Runner.
Right?
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums. But his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me. Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
Joanna and Barton should reach the city by morning. I imagine they'll aim to find us in our Gauntlet Runner. Nurse ought to be there to greet them. When the day dawns, we should head to the Gauntlet Runner.
Look at that.
Bedge.
Good night.
Hey, about that book.
Time marches on.
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
Wait, have we had that with Heisma yet?
No.
Weird. No, we had to have.
The man sloshed again.
Man, you don't fucking babysit me. Get out of here.
Yeah, leave the man alone.
To waiting for our guests.
He's got nowhere to
You
go.
utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Yes.
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen.
Toilet flushes.
And
Hey,
with
what's going
no
on?
other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
No. I'll come.
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
Oh shit, is that really what happens?
Huh.
My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see,
How did you come to be here? Explain Explain yourself.
I was supposed to be here.
Is something the matter, Bardo?
Got here and I
You were here the whole time?
climbed aboard.
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the gauntlet runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctoress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a bally thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape.
This is my reason for drinking.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
I'm a bird, madam.
Please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him
Listen,
has eased my heart
you call
for
me
the
a
trials to
lightweight.
come.
I say a
cannot
cheap
let myself
alcoholic.
betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
I'm ready now.
Huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
It bothers me that neck piece starts on her chin.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why, but part of me just like, shouldn't go up that high.
Or maybe it just looks that way because she's got a pointed chin.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
Those seats don't look comfortable.
Mm-mm.
There's no back to them.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they
Jen
seek
just standing there.
to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne.
I'll be honest, I didn't register him the first playthrough until there is a sequence where you have to find him.
Oh, okay.
And I go, who is this?
With the top 20 approval ratings will pass the first round.
20! 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first. but it
Can't
might
believe
not
you
be
have a
that
rook
simple.
standing next to you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table. Starting with his and her highnesses of Oceana and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have
The
one,
lesser beings.
the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church, better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus.
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood. And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them. Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
With finger guns.
Great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there. Clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
You're starting to babble, so
Just happy to be here. Wasn't listening to a goddamn thing you just said.
so Juna just dropped some shit there. I don't know if you.
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
Juna is her
Better
sister.
stop worrying
Okay.
about her and focus on ourselves.
Half
I don't
sister,
see Luis
obviously.
anywhere.
Adoption, I
He's
think.
got eyes in the crowd.
I don't know. You'd think if you were like best in the kingdom, they would have had you do some public speaking.
Yeah.
Like even if you're not comfortable with it, you would have probably been forced on stage a couple times, so you could at least kind of know what to do in the situation.
Giddo, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy.
We got a big fish.
Nice.
Hey.
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
A stand-up fellow, my good people. Strength and compassion in one package. He's got the crowd on his side right from the start. Now, is there anyone who can top this?
I can.
And we have a challenger. Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Gladel the Black Hound.
The dog looks like he has a face on his forehead. Mm-hmm.
Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
Okay.
Where's your proof?
Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
That looks like the one that's like in the egg.
Mm-hmm.
You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Gladel, we're very much obliged. You may step down. Now, on to the next.
Well, goddamn. Looks like the whole town's eating good today.
I did this. Yeah, okay, Grandpa.
Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea? Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the
Who does he
duty of
remind me
those with
of?
power.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Forden is simply in another class.
I'm thinking of another anime, but I don't know the character's name. It's like something's hitting me. The mustache and the hair. It's really bothering me now.
Gordon's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
It's fine.
It'll be fine.
If he'd gone after us,
We've got
the
one
reaction
hell of a
would
drama
have been
to
written off
unveil.
No matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now.
Time passes on.
Thank you, Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation. Ooh. Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show. Now, if the last candidate the Elden boy would please join us on the stage.
Where's their head?
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martira? Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay. The huge chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all.
Can somebody get a mic on this bitch?
You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martira. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd.
This is a lot to believe.
Yeah.
What blackmail do they have on you?
Innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, Captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's... well, that's quite a turn of
Shit.
events. We have our head.
Still no actual solid proof, but I guess we'll take it.
Any we've seen yet.
Plot dictates.
She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Forden do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
What? Right here and now? Your Eminence, a moment!
In front of God and everybody?
But I have no
In front of the floating statue rock?
Yeah.
For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, lead this country armed with the truth.
I will. I promise.
I also will.
Ah. Well, I guess they didn't need that second spear after all. Alright.
I was there for looks.
Well,
that was fucked up, wasn't it, folks?
Sometimes that's just how the curtain falls. If Sanctifex turned into
Bring out your dead!
Get the cart.
We'll eat her too.
turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
Those crazy kids have done it again. What a show!
God damn, I'm becoming their biggest fan.
After the events of the exhibition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. I hope this eventually leads to saving the prince. Time marches on.
Yeah.
Not yet. Night's not over.
Tonight we
Barden just
feast.
departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us. And
Like
we
I
mustn't
thought
betray them.
she was just gonna go to jail, man. I didn't think I'd kill her.
That's all we can do, really.
Not bad, pups.
We were passing on the course
Hello.
of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand man, see?
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
No. We only read it wrong. And you weren't afraid to make an enemy of the church to do it. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
No.
Yeah.
Fuck off, bitch. Shove.
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Last time he told
Enough
us
for
we
him to
had
come and talk
demonstrate
to
our
us
power
specifically.
first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh shit, yeah. That's what he said.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you?
And if we don't?
And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
I don't like your flower dress. It looks weird.
Master Luis. Master
Just
Luis
even
is
walk
just
up
here.
like that.
Yeah.
What happened?
He's like speed walking
He
there.
just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
God damn.
What's so special about those fools?
He would be a cool like party member though. Like late game joins us because we kind of have to at this point.
Yeah.
Go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
Not a done
It's
deal.
not a done deal.
Still, 'tis a significant step forward. We've crossed a dangerous bridge, and the risk paid off. We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then
It's probably, yeah, in his pocket. Or it's engraved on his body.
There's only one place we can actually go though.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be inside his gauntlet runner?
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
good point. Let's just wait for word then.
Joanna. A backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph. She defiles the very church itself. Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the church is loyalty to the state.
I assume you have a plan?
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty. The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable. Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
Okay.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello, a word. Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Louis's man.
All right.
I thought we weren't leaving the Gauntlet Runner until he showed up.
No, he said stay in town.
Okay.
We're in town. We'll call it for this episode because this is going to go long if we keep doing cutscenes. We'll see you guys in the next one.